Okay, so going over free-to-play attack teams this week. We will be going over how to properly utilize these characters, the best weapons. Now you are gonna have to be a little lucky with weapons, and all these characters will be free to play, grindable in the game. Now, whether you need a second copy, might need a bit of luck from Supply Depot or whatnot, but it is completely doable to get a second copy. Obviously, I will be going over variations. If you didn't have these characters, what you can swap in, and little tweaks you could make to counter some of the better teams. As this team on screen right now isn't the best for wave one, but for wave two and three, I reckon this is easily the best team you could get. Now, first of all, I'll go over the ins and outs of the team. So first of all, you got the Negan lead for the focus. Now that focus is actually really, really fucking handy. So, first of all, you're immune for 2 turns to taunt and confuse. So that's already is really fucking good. Now, he also does maim um, on his rush, and his mythic ability allows him to do maim damage as a basic hit. It's not a great chance, but it is a chance. Meaning, let's say you're facing a really tanky Connor team, if he just keeps rushing or keeps basic hitting and it keeps activating the maim, that Connor's going to have no health and eventually he's going to pop. Also, Negan does have infection on his active skill, so that is very, very useful. So overall, Negan as your leader, I think, is the best leader in the game, just because he's got a very, very nice kit. Now, is he free to play obtainable? Yeah, we had an event with Governor and Negan, and also you can get him in the gold medals. So yet again, very free to play obtainable, and everyone should at least have one copy of this Negan. Now, with that being said, we're going on to Andrea. Now, Andrea, I know some people are going to say, oh, she's not free to play accessible. Yes, she is. So, first of all, Gold Mythic Whale. Now, granted, you're going to get a little bit lucky, but, if you didn't get it from there, there was the event at the very start of the Mythic era. You could get an Andrea for some totems, I think it was. I don't remember fully. And if you didn't get it from that, well, there was the bullets event. You could have got Andrea from there. And if you still ain't got Andrea from anywhere, gold medals. I would heavily recommend everyone grinds gold medals if you're missing characters, because it's a really, really good way of getting toons. Now, I forgot to mention this, but on Negan, there's 2 different ways you could go on the weapon. You could go to a 45-50 weapon. Everyone should know what that is. If you don't know, ask your faction, they'll know. Or you can put a healing stun sword on him, depending if you want a bit more control or a bit more damage off of him. So Andrea, here's what I'd say for a weapon. Everyone should probably aim for a double attack rampage weapon. And you might say, oh, why not a 20% rampage weapon? Because she has a mythic ability that gives, one killing a 30% chance to gain 100% AP. So it's better just to go for the kill and hope you get the 100% AP. And if not, she's doing incredible amounts of damage. So yeah, Andrea, absolutely astounding tunes, really good for damage. Now, next, Wayland. Wayland is free to play, accessible. Supply Depot. I think, I think it's just Supply Depot. Obviously, you can get him gold medals as well, but Supply Depot is the main place to get him. If you can't get him, if you're in Diamond League, you get 700 coins every week. Just keep refreshing the depot. You get a second copy. Now, Wayland is there for purely just to disarm. Also, he is a green, and we'll get into that a bit later. He's a green, so he's a good disarm. And when he rushes, he does actually give 20% AP to 2 other teammates, meaning you have more people going that same turn. So Wayland's just there for great control, plus he's a green. Now Sandy is an absolute beast. You can get it from Supply Depot. One of the wheels, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, absolutely amazing character. Definitely would recommend getting a second copy of her from Supply Depot. Yeah, she's just fucking fantastic for damage. Turn 2 active, plus give her a splash gun weapon. Holy fuck, it is going mental. If you get a splash gun with a 1535, it's brilliant. Also for Wayland, I actually do prefer a healing stun, because one of Wayland's abilities is he has the ability to give other characters, well, himself, a better chance to activate weapon effects, meaning he has a better chance to activate the healing stun, which I find incredibly useful. And then the last slot is Kelly. Kelly is there to soak up all the damage. So you don't like Governor taking out 2 of your tunes, Kelly will tank that for you. You don't like Andrea getting hit by basic attacks, Kelly will tank one of those for you. In other words, Kelly is there to take the hits for you. One of the best silver mythics in the game, just because he is a bodyguard. Absolutely astounding tune. So for Kelly, anything defensively would be good, like an AP down, paddle, an absolute defense axe, anything that will give him a solid amount of HP in defense. Now, granted, healing stun, splash gun, the paddle, whatever it got to be, put all 1535 on those weapons. Now for Rampage, obviously you can't do that. So we'll go over weapon modding now. No, sorry, character modding. So for Negan, you can either go two ways. You can go fully HP, but if you do go the HP route set, I would recommend putting HP attack, just so he has some more damage output. Then you can put HP if you want as well, just to beef up the HP. So when he does rush, he does do more main damage. Andrea, it's very simple. It's got to be attack. Andrea has to have an attack set on her. So an attack versus yellow maybe, and then attack versus whatever you're struggling with, green, red, blue, whatever it might be. Then the bottom corner, completely up to you. You might want some maim, you might want some confuse, torn, whatever it might be. Whatever you think you might need in the bottom corner, that's completely up to you. But the other bottom corner, it will 100% need to be crit damage. Crit damage is such a good mod for anyone that does incredible amounts of damage, which Andrea does. Now for Wayland, personally, I like to go for a crit damage set. He is a multi-attacker on his rush, so it does help. So yeah, and plus he's going to be critting all the time because he is a disarm. So that's my personal opinion on that. Just mod him out offensively because you want him doing a lot of damage as well. Now, for Sandy, you can either go two ways. You can go attack or you can go crit set because she is a multi-attacker, so she will benefit heavily from the crit set. But yeah, completely up to you. Just whatever you got the better mods on, I'd go for. Just keep it as close to a set as you possibly can. Now, to make this team a little bit better for damage purposes, you can actually get either Wayland or Kelly to hold a strong attacks weapon, meaning you'll get 30% extra attack permanently to that team. So that team right there, I think, is the best free-to-play attack team. Now, if you're in Wave 2 or 3, I think this team will not fail you at all. It will be absolutely a great team. However, if you are in 1A with Taras, and better defenses, this team will get you places, but it won't get you through all the teams like it will in probably Wave 2 or 3. So we're going on to variations now. Okay, so for this variation, if you want a bit more control, Yumiko is a great way to control. So you don't like Tara's or, I don't know, Governors going off. Well, Tara can, no, so, Yumiko can sort of help you out here. So, reason is, Yumiko's got confounding. Whenever she crits, she confounds. Confounds confuses the character. So if they do not run a confuse mod, then she's controlling very, very well. Also, if she does rush, she has daze on there as well. So she can stop them from doing active skills, which is pretty good. Overall, she's a great way to control. Now, another way is, let's say you don't like Governor, throw in a Guardian too. Now, I know I have Mirabelle in this picture, but Sadiq is also free to play. Sadiq can get rid of some status effects on the second turn, so he's pretty good for that. And also, he's got Guardian too. So, if you don't like your tunes dying so fast, maybe add a Mirabelle or a Sadiq to the team, just so the Guardian shields can soak up some of the basic attacks, some rushes, whatever it might be. Now, next team is you don't want a disarm in there because everyone's running defense up while disarmed. So don't run one. Just chance it. Throw in another damage dealer like Tyrese. Tyrese, active skills. Next turn he's popping. Not a bad choice. Extra damage, sacrifices. Beefing them up a little bit. So you might want to go that route. Don't have the characters. Now, if you don't have a Negan, well, shit. Throw Maggie in. Maggie is a really, really good attack leader. HP and attack on her leader. Now, she doesn't have the focus, but she has more HP. You can tank more hits. Don't have a Wayland, throw in a Jesus. Don't have a Sandy, throw in an Ivanova. And then throw in 2 damage dealers. Like I said, there's loads of different variations you can do. So in the original team, like I do say, I think that is probably the best free-to-play attack team. So if you ain't got a Negan, throw in a Maggie. Haven't got a Wayland, throw in a Jesus. Haven't got a Sandy, throw in a Ivanova. Haven't got an Andrea, throw in a Tyrese. There's loads of different variations you can put in and out of teams. You just got to sort of think, what am I missing? So I don't have a very good damage dealer. Okay, who do I have for damage dealers? I don't have an Andrew, I don't have a Sandy. Well, maybe an Ivanova is alright. Maybe a Tyrese. You just gotta use your head a little bit and think who is the best, person for the job. Now for weapons, if you do use Ivanova, I can't heavily emphasize it enough. You got to have I forget what it's called, but it turns every hit into a 100% chance to be critical. A critical hit. It is so incredibly good on Ivanova. I would recommend everyone tries to get that. So, like I said before, if you are running, like, let's say this team, for example, currently on screen, a majority yellow team, you'd want a majority of the team to be 80%, because then you'll be able to rush faster as a team collectively. And, rushing faster means more damage output, meaning the round ends a lot fucking faster. So, I've given you loads of different variations. I've given you loads of different options. Now, just a little thing for the end of the video. Do I think any silvers are worth leveling up? Yes, and here's the reason for them. So Maggie's just a fantastic leader. She's definitely could be swapped in and out from Negan depending on what you want. She can be used on defense as well because she technically is given HP. Now, another one I think is alright is Sadiq. Sadiq gives Guardian 2, heals on his rush. He does have an ability that takes away 2 stat effects on his active skill, which is kind of good. And then the last one is obviously Kelly, because Kelly takes in so many of the hits and can be used on attack and defense. So those are the characters I think are worth leveling up. Now, granted, if you need any further help, my Discord is always available. Link in the description. There's loads of people there that will help you out with teams, modding, what you should aim for next. So there's always that as an option. If not, leave it in the comments. I'll help you out if you got any questions. And the reason I say the first team is probably the best team is because majority of the people I know have copied this team. They're fairly free to play, and they say this team is probably the best and has helped them score higher than they ever could have in any past metas. So that's my reason for me saying this team is probably the best free to play attack team. So hope you enjoyed. I should have a new video out soon on how to mod. Yeah, peace out, boys. Hope this helps. Any further questions, ask in my Discord or leave it in the comments and I will reply to them. And yeah, peace.